As it turns out, while Meghan and Harry were in New York attending this event and getting involved in this car chase, which they described as near catastrophic, back in Montecito, their home, their Montecito mansion, was being, what is the word? I mean, someone went to their home. A man went to their home. A suspect was arrested and faces a prowling charge. Apparently, he was released already with a $2,500 bond in California. And the incident occurred around 2 a.m. in the morning. Can you believe that? So, a suspect was arrested at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Montecito home on Monday and faces a charge of prowling, a spokesperson for the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office told CBS News. The incident occurred around 2 a.m., and the suspect was placed under citizen's arrest by a staff member near the home's service entrance, the spokesperson said. The suspect has been identified as 29-year-old Kevin Garcia Valdovinos. Wow. Person was originally charged with stalking. It was booked. Hmm. This is interesting. You have to wonder whether this was coordinated, and I guess that would be a part of the investigation by the police, whether they coordinated it. So, they know that Meghan and Harry and the children hopefully were in New York for this event because this was, broadcast for months that this was going to happen. And so you've got the 12 paparazzi in the blacked out cars who are going to do this chase to try to get the money shot, the photo, the smash car, whatever it is that they get that they can sell for millions of dollars. I mean, there's a bounty, and the more catastrophic the pictures, the more money, obviously. I mean, a picture with a smashed up car and Meghan with her face rearranged from the accident and Harry and Doria thrown through the windshield obviously is going to fetch good money, right? As compared to a picture of Meghan sitting serenely in the back seat with a Mona Lisa smile. They'll get a few dollars for this, but they're not going to get $1 million. That's not $1 million shot. The $1 million shot is, and not the $1 million. I mean, you're talking more, maybe about $20 million for the shot with the three of them dead, right? Their faces smashed up, the car wrecked, etc. And apparently, two British papers received the photos from this chase, put them up on their website, and quickly took them down. So they were in concert or communication or conspiracy, whatever you want to call it. They had some kind of involvement with these photographers because they very quickly received these photographs, which allegedly were published and quickly taken down from their websites. So I'm wondering now with this thing with Montecito, whether this is all part of the same group, because there is some debate as to whether these paparazzi were even Americans. Someone who was there, another YouTuber, said that they looked like they looked like mafia. They looked really scary, like really scary people. And other another one has said that, in America, the paparazzi in New York, the paparazzi just doesn't behave this way. This is unheard of. No star, no Hollywood star in New York has ever been through something like this. This is unprecedented. So, the British media and the international media will have us believe that there was no chase at all. Everything was wonderful. Everything was normal. Harry and Meghan are lying. But, you do have a mayor who made a statement. You had two police officers who were on the scene. You even had a photographer who was disguised doing an interview with one of these very same British morning shows, and he confirmed that a lot of dangerous driving was occurring, but he said that it was Harry and Meghan's drivers who were driving erratically and driving dangerously. So he did admit there was danger, but he put the blame on Harry and Meghan's drivers. At the same time, it seemed to me that the moderators on the show took what he said, clearly said for the entire world to hear, and twisted it around to say there really was no real danger and it was not a real chase, etc., etc. I mean, this all happened in real time. That all said, I wonder whether this suspect in Montecito could be a part of a ring. Maybe it's a whole ring of people who want information. So while Meghan and Harry are in New York getting chased down, possibly even killed in this chase, he is going through their home in Montecito, finding a way in. Maybe not even, if he can get in that night, he gets in, takes his photographs, sells them to these same papers or others. Or he lurks and he prowls and he stalks and he searches and he gets a feel for the place so that he could come back at another time to do whatever it is he intends to do. But it's all part of the same group. I mean, I'm wondering. It's a question. I don't know, right? I don't know. But this is someone who clearly, well, not clearly, but I suspect that he knew that the Sussexes would not be at home. He clearly did not anticipate that they would have had staff there to intercept whatever intentions he had. I don't know if they only had one person there or other people or what, but he went there at 2 o'clock in the morning. And you know that these homes are, somewhat private, a little bit isolated off to themselves with their own security cameras and so on. But at 2 o'clock in the morning, the neighbors are not looking out their window and seeing this guy go through your window. And depending on how big your house is, he could be even be in your house, when you come back and you don't even have a clue that he's there. I mean, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This is almost on the level of a nightmare, actually, when you put everything together. And they intended to do that. They intended to turn it into a nightmare because, Harry marrying Meghan for some people is so far out of what they consider to be normal or okay that it is a way to dissuade any future Harrys from pulling any moves like this ever again, or even any future Meghans forever pushing herself up. And they see her pushing herself up. She's a social climber, one of them said about her. So she stepped into a spot that they did not give her permission to. So it's to teach them a lesson, and they will not stop until they are satisfied that that lesson has been taught, and that they that nobody like in their position will ever pull a move like this again because they see this as pulling a move. Okay, that said, when you have somebody coming to your home at 2 o'clock in the morning and doing this, I mean, what do you do about this? I mean, okay, you clearly you have security there, but you know, I don't know. This one is, I don't know what to say about this one. I mean, do you continue to live there? You can't just keep moving. People, they're always going to know where you live, right? They're always going to know how to get to where you live. So you can't just keep moving. So what do you do in a situation like this when you are Meghan and Harry?